Welcome everyone to MJ Hobby Corner. And today we have a game of Death Wizards. This is a one-shot game. However, we are continuing my lore, the lore of Rottergast, whom, for those of you that may be curious, Rottergast was part of an 11-game campaign last year, and I never continued the story of Rottergast after the 11 games. I figured that he was pretty much, that was his legacy, but we are continuing with a character that served under that necromancer. This is now the story of Mariska. Mariska was Rottergast's protege, and she's a very dreadfully delightful vampiric necromancer. So, all right, without further ado, Mariska will be played by the dreadfully delightful Julie. All right. So that makes this a very interesting game. Will this ever become a campaign? I don't know. That will be up to the patrons. So thank you very much for joining. And now let us introduce the enigmatic warbands in this two-player game.
Okay, so this is Mariska, and she is either delightfully dreadful or dreadfully delightful, whichever way you would like to look at it.
Okay.
This is the vampire,
Mm-hmm.
and she's Azula.
Azula, the vampire.
That is her
Okay.
name.
Okay, and she's a full-fledged vampire.
Right, and then there's the vampire spawn, I think.
The blue one right now.
Right
yeah,
here, right? Yes.
right. Okay.
And her name is Raven.
Raven, the vampire spawn. Ooh.
And then I've got my skeleton archers.
Uh-huh.
Finley and Rufus. This one's Finley. This one's Rufus.
So the Skellies have names. I love
Yes.
it. I love it. I love it. All right. So it looks like Mariska has recruited some noble women into her warband, turned them into vampires, it looks like. All right. So one interesting thing about the full-fledged vampire is that if that vampire receives a critical hit from one of my warband members, she can actually transform into a mist.
Right, that's really cool too. Yeah.
Yes, and then move away from the enemy, and she cannot be hit for a full activation after that, after she becomes the mist. So that is very, very cool. Mariska herself, we do have a house rule. Mariska is a vampire. So if she gets a critical on any feeder or shambler undead, she can actually restore 3 energy.
Right.
And that's because she is a vampire. So we are kind of using some of the vampire rules for her.
Now, Azula, the vampire, can also turn into a group of ravens, right?
Yes. She can also turn into actually bats, but we don't have bats, and so we're going to represent it with ravens.
Okay.
She can transform either into a mist or a flock of ravens.
Right.
It's your choice, Julie.
Okay.
All right, that ends Mariska. Let's go to my side. And so on my side, I am playing a monster master who is simply known as the artist. The artist, that's right, and he is hovering over the ground. Very cool monster master. We have a zombie. He also has a brutal looking golem. So that is a flesh golem. We have a revenant who is looking to hug somebody. We also have a skelly, an old ancient warrior who has now been resurrected by the artist. And that is my warband. And so we are meeting in a swamp. She's going to try to take out the competition, which is the artist. And we have this secondary objective here, which is an artifact, and any necromancer or warband member that actually gets within 1 inch of that marker, that tree there, they get +1 resist for the rest of the game. So all they have to do is get within 1 inch of that terrain piece, and they gain that reward. Okay.
Very helpful.
Any warband member that does that within the game. Okay, so we have our 4 quarters for the game. I am deployed here, Julie's deployed there, and the objective is to destroy the entire minion warband of the other necromancer. Necromancers do not die in this game. They are immortal beings. So Julie has to destroy all my minions. I have to destroy all her minions, or whoever destroys the most at the end of 5 turns. We only play 5 turns in this game. Okay?
I'm really looking forward to trying my new warband out because I put together a really strong warband this time, and I'm excited to see how it's going to work out.
Well, who better to play Mariska than Julie herself? Mariska was a pretty interesting character under Rotterdam, so we'll see how I do with this new necromancer against the Queen of Mayhem. The battle begins by bidding energy this very first turn. The highest bidder goes first. I bid 2 energy, and so did Julie. Then we rolled a d6 to break a tie, and I win with a 6. My necromancer moves first. In Death Wizards, a player can move 4 rating of undead and their necromancer. This means the necromancer can activate at least twice in a turn. Julie thinks about casting a power, then decides not to. Mariska moves forward with her vampire companion. The vampire's rating 4, and so for now, Mariska's activation ends and the turn continues. Time to move the rest of my minions. First the Skellies, each of them rating 1, followed by the Revenant, and finally my Necromancer. This is his second activation. Turn 1 is now over. My Necromancer did take, was about to take some damage from the Archer. All right, which Archer was that? I don't remember his name.
This one's Rufus.
Rufus was going to fire on my Necromancer, but I put up a power. I used up energy to put up the shield power. Mm-hmm. And that, of course, negated the damage. And other than that, my guys are trying to move forward as quickly as we can. And then Julie, your Necromancer, Mariska is right there. And again, you're also moving closer to me. But your archers did, they did a little bit of damage. They did some damage on my flesh golem. So now we go to turn 2. From now on, we recharge 3 energy before the energy bid. I win the bid with 3. Okay, and so my Necromancer has moved. I used 3 power to do negative bolt, and it's going to go against her Skelly. It is power dice 40, 10, and range 18 inches. I need at least 1 success. What is your resist?
4.
Your resist is 4, so this is against resist. And I need 4s. Oh, I got a crit. I got a 10.
No, that's 2.
A 10, a 7, so that's 2, 3 hits, and 5, so 4 hits.
Oh dear.
Now, nothing but
bones.
Nothing but bones does not work when it's against a power. It's only against offensive attacks.
Okay.
So let's not forget that those were actually more than 3 successes. So I have to add a d6 to this damage, and I add 1 more point. After a very effective dart bolt, my minions shamble forward, getting closer to Mariska's own minions. Mariska responds by paying energy to cast a bolt right at my necromancer. At the moment, I forgot Dark Shield, which lasts for 1 activation, and would have saved my necromancer any damage. Julie begins her rolls. After checking her stats, Julie rolls 4d10 for 1 success. The result is 1d10 for that success, and she scores 9 damage. Should have remembered that shield. Dark energy to the face! Oh, bam! She does 9 damage and reduces me to 0 energy. Actually, it's like -3 or something. Oh, man, don't mess with Mariska. The vampire attacks my Skelly. A vampire is a pretty powerful minion. It is rating 4, and we shall see that in just a moment. Julie rolls her attack with a crit as part of 7 successes. If my minion had been a feeder or shambler, the vampire would have been able to restore 3 durability. Fortunately, my Skelly is nothing but bones. The minion is now down to 2. But Julie is not done this turn. Julie, what are you doing to me?
I hit on every one and I got 2 crits.
Yeah, so you attacked my Revenant. My Revenant only has 3 defense, and you got 2 crits. That is 4, 5, 6, 7.
7.
Holy crap. All right, and the Revenant has 11 durability, now down to 4.
Right. Yes.
Okay. Wow. Okay, turn 2 has ended, and now we remove Skeleton. Skeleton was beaten by her archer skeleton, who did 2 damage, took out his remaining, 3 damage. But
yes, but one was reduced.
Right, but it was reduced because of nothing but bones. It was an offensive attack, however, that did not save Skelly. Skelly is gone. And we have Revenant with, 4 damage left. 4 durability left. This should be a 4, not a 2. So that, it has 4 left. My Golem actually took 2 more points of damage from Finley the skeleton.
Yes.
All right, and now you still have to move your Necromancer. So do you want to do a power with your Necromancer or do something else, because she gets another activation?
Right. I think I'm going to leave it where she is.
Okay, so that's it, and that ends the turn. We now go to turn 3, and Julie's doing some damage. This turn begins by replenishing 3 energy, as the previous turn. I bid 1 energy to gain initiative. Julie bids 2, so she wins initiative. She takes her first activation immediately by attacking my Revenant with her vampires. Julie rolls a bucket of dice, getting crits in this roll and achieving 4. This amount of damage triggers the ability 2 Driven to Die in the Revenant. This ability triggers when the Revenant is reduced to 0. So, my minion remains on the table with 1 durability. This has limited use in the game. But in a future activation, Julie uses Dark Bolt quite effectively. Got a crit, a 9, a 3. All right. So now this is a power, and you could add a d6 because you had 3 successes, right?
Right.
So you can add another d6 to that. Doesn't matter. Revenant cannot use its ability Too Driven to Die with a power, and so he gets power to the face.
Yeah, I got 2 more, but whatever.
You got 2 more? Okay. Doesn't matter. I mean, he's out. My rating has just gone up because we remembered that the revenant was killed within 3 inches of my necromancer. So I get, it is rating 2. You get 3 per rating of undead when you absorb their energy. And Julie, you eliminated that skelly. It is rating 1, so you got 3 energy
Yes.
on your side, and I got 6 energy on my side.
Correct.
So we fixed that, and we're now good.
Well, good is a relative term. Mariska uses her controller ability to command my zombie against my necromancer.
You got a crit. Of course you did. Of course Julie got a crit. Come on.
So 3.
So three hits. On. I could use 1 and use my power shield, dark shield. And so that could block your zombie. It only lasts this activation, so I only have 1 power left if I want to erect another shield. And then I have no power.
Okay.
All right, so I managed to escape that one, but good play, Julie. Good play.
I did a great move this past round, and I appropriated one of Martin Skelly's and attacked his necromancer with his own guy. That was fun.
I need to get my flesh golem in a position where it can attack her minions because he's my most powerful figure, and I really need to catch up in terms of the minion casualties because she's leading me now, and I have a feeling she's going to get another secondary victory out of this. So I have got to take down her minions.
Good plan, except I have to have minions available to do that. After gaining 3 energy each, I win the bid with a 2, so I will get to activate first. Now that's a start.
Necromancer, my zombie just went and I did some damage to vampire spawn, not very much. But I'm going to do 1 power, bring me down to 1 power, and I'm going to do chilling touch on your vampire. So power dice is 3d10. I need at least 1 success and target suffers 1d10 damage.
You need 6.
Yeah, so I need 6. You have resist of 6.
Correct.
Target may not regain durability for the turn. Okay. Touch on her vampire. Oh, Jesus. So I got a 6 and a 5. 1 hit. I got at least 1 success.
Okay.
So that is a d10 damage. A 10! Yay!
No.
A 10 on her vampire. Does that kill her? Does that kill her?
No, actually it doesn't.
Damn it.
She still has 6.
She is chilled, though. She's a little bit chilly. She does not turn into a fog because it was not a crit during hit. So, well, that would have been cool.
Yeah, I would have.
End of turn 4. And Julie has lost the vampire spawn, which puts me in the lead in terms of casualties. She has 3 casualties. I have 2. Then my necromancer used up 2 power, casts Black Blade on himself, which increased his offense by 3. He attacked her vampire with 6 dice and managed a crit and 2 hits. Now, what happened is when she receives a crit, she then turns into gas and runs away. Now, she cannot be attacked or hit by anybody for this turn until her next activation. For now, she's a gas. So, Julie, you only have your necromancer on the table.
I do.
Until she comes back. And I have my flesh golem. So, and of course, zombie escaped death as well.
This is the end of the turn, so she'll come right back.
In turn 5.
Right.
All right, final round, final turn. I have a chance to win this, ladies and gentlemen.
Turn 5 is finally here. The artist is not doing so bad, considering. During Julie's activation, she uses her favorite spell and boosts her vampire's attack stats. The vampire then does a whopping 9 damage with a very successful attack targeting my necromancer. But I am smarter than that this turn and put up Dark Shield, which lasts 1 activation. But my joy is short-lived because during another activation, Julie takes revenge on my poor zombie. What is this world coming to?
2 crits.
2 crits, a 6 and a 5.
Yep.
All right, and this is a power, so you get an extra d6 for damage. So that's d10 plus
D10 and
d6.
D6.
And this is a power bolt to the face of my zombie.
Okay. That's better. That's a 6 and a 4, 10.
6 and a 4 to the face. No rotting end because it is a power. Zombie is out of there. Damn it. Damn it. Oh, damn it. Ah! End of turn 5. A very hard battle. I had 1 energy left. Julie, you had 1 energy left. We each have a minion on the board. Now, her vampire attacked my golem, did 4 points of damage. One of those was a crit, so she gets to heal 3 durability.
Right.
However, the game is over. This is turn 5. We each have a minion left on the board. This is a tie.
A complete tie. That's so cool.
Yeah, so at least Julie didn't whip my ass. All right. Great game, Julie.
Really good game.
Great game.
That's
All
amazing.
right. We'll go to the post game and then talk a little bit about the game, and that's it. So for each minion destroyed, we're doing the post game process. Okay, Julie, what is your first roll?
6.
A 6 and 6 restoration. The model is restored without change. And all right, so Finley is restored.
Okay. Rufus.
Rufus?
A 1.
A 1, unrecoverable. The necromantic minion is lost and removed from your
Bye,
roster.
Rufus.
Bye, Rufus.
Now Raven, my
Vampire spawn.
Oh, another 1.
Another 1, and she is gone. And this is the little vampire spawn, little vampire
And she was so
noble
cute.
woman. All right,
Yeah.
sorry, vampire spawn. Okay, rolling for my zombie first. A 7.
Okay.
Model recovers to full. Now let's roll for Skelly with the shield.
Welcome back, zombie.
Yeah, zombie. A 10.
Oh.
Upgraded. Somehow the necromantic minion has been improved. Increase a single stat of your choice by 1.
Oh.
Congratulations, Skelly. You are better. And
Better
now,
than ever.
better than ever. And now the revenant looking to hug you is a 9.
Oh, you're doing too good.
Oh, restoration.
I only restored 1 out of 3.
Meow.
Wow.
All right. There is my new skeleton coming out of the ground. And so now I have a new skelly. Okay, so we each destroyed at least 4 rating of undead. So we both get experience, and then we can spend that later or let it accumulate for a bit before we continue. And I think that's all we're going to do. So gain an additional necromantic power. We can spend points. We can also spend XP to improve a stat. We need to wait a little bit more in order to get that. So, all right. And as far as I know, we don't increase our layer. We don't advance it yet. So we have to play another game, and she has to complete it successfully, or I complete it successfully, and then we can upgrade our layer little by little. All right, well, that ends the game. We have it, folks. Death Wizards. Looks like Mariska's the new kid on the block.
But it was a tie.
It was a tie.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's something. So not really a victory for this necromancer here, but what did you think of the game?
I thought it was great. It was really fun. we were able to use a lot of the abilities that made it like cool.
Right, yeah. I love how the vampire can turn into a gas.
I know, I love that too. I do.
Into a mist.
Mm-hmm.
That is really, really cool. So, and then we had a practice game yesterday. This is actually the second or third game we've had in order to practice the game so we'd be better at it. And you won a clear victory in that practice game.
In the practice game I did, yes.
Yeah, you won a clear victory, but not so much in this one. So
yeah, you had some good rolls. You got a lot of crits.
Yeah, I was pleased with
and
that.
And you have some really cool abilities that allows you not to die. You go back up to 1.
Right.
So that saved you a couple of times.
Yes, that's a good point. Yeah, this legacy of Necromancer is new for me. Which I have to check because there are special abilities for the post game, which we didn't mention. So I am going to check those afterwards. But yeah, it's a pretty good legacy for sure. Your legacy, the controller.
That was fun.
Yeah, being able to control your opponents. And we forgot a few things, of course, as always. But you could have controlled my minions earlier.
Yes, but at least we remembered in time for me to use it at least one time.
You can actually take away an opponent's minion for the entire game. So yeah, the controller is pretty sick.
That costs a lot of power though.
It does, yeah.
So that should be done like probably in the beginning of the game when you still have a lot of energy.
Right. See you in the next video. More Death Wizards in the future. Hopefully. We'll see.
Take care, everybody.
Take care.